So Trump is going to borrow trillions. Think about it. He's in property, real estate. What do people in property do? They borrow money from banks. So what he wants to do is borrow money at a cheaper rate. How does he do that? Simple. He goes and changes the head of the Fed and lowers interest rates down to whatever, 0.5%, refinances all of the US treasuries down to 0.5%, 0.75%, which is essentially a default. Think about it, a default. You're going to get less money on US treasuries. He's now got a load of money at cheaper rates, and that is going to be used to inflate the economy, push GDP all the way up. Now, GDP is going to be the essential measure. Why is that? Because debt, which is US debt, in relation to GDP, will then revalue the US dollar and revalue US T-bills, US Treasury bills. Simply put, if there is a higher level of GDP and a lower level of debt, then the economy is doing well. And that's what Scott Bessent and Trump want to do. They want to get productivity higher, so therefore the productivity outweighs the debt, and therefore you'll have a revaluation of the T-bills, or T-bills, Treasury bills, will become more valuable, and investors will want to invest in Treasury bills, and that is the strategy. But what's going to happen to inflation? What's going to happen to the US dollar? And what's going to happen to stock markets? Well, let's go through one by one. So as far as T-bills are concerned, they're going to get more valuable. US dollar is going to go down in value because inflation is going to go up. Why is inflation going to go up? Because the economy is going to be flooded with money. When it's flooded with money, you're going to have retail price inflation, consumer inflation, cost of living. Is all money you spend per week is going to cost you more to live. However, stock markets are going to go up. Of course, all of this is my opinion. I have to be clear why it's my opinion, simply because it's social media. Everything here is an opinion. It's not guaranteed and it's not fact. But going back to rising stock markets, as you have money pouring into the economy, that's going to find its way into stocks and shares. It's going to push them up. So what's going to happen regarding gold and silver? Well, gold and silver will become more valuable, in my opinion, because the dollar will devalue. So naturally, investors, traders, and the public will go to where stored value is, which is gold and silver. We're having a Zoom call today, webinar on gold and silver. If you want to join, DM me.